Hello all, I am Dr.B.Angelin, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology, working in Dr. S.N.S. Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. Now I am going to discuss about features of object-oriented programming. These are features: object, classes, abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, overloading, exception handling. Object-oriented programming. Object-oriented programming is faster and easier to execute. Object-oriented programming provides a clear structure for the programs. Object-oriented programming helps to keep the C++ code and makes the code easier to maintain and modifying and debugging. Object-oriented programming makes it possible to careful, reusable application with less code and shorter development time. This is the basic diagram of OOPS concept. Objects. Objects are basic unit of OOPS. They are instance of a class. Object is a instance of a class. It consists of various data members and member functions. These data types and member functions are bundled together as a unit is called a objects. Next one is class. Class is a similar structure in C. Class is used to define data type. It holds own data members and member functions. Class can be accessed and used only by instance of that class. It is basically blueprint of object. Abstraction. An abstraction is a model of a complex system that includes only the essential details. Abstraction are the fundamentals way that we manage complexity. It helps to manage complexity of a large system, and it supports our quality of goals of modifiability and reusability. Next one is encapsulation. Encapsulation is nothing but it is a packing of data. It can be said data binding. It binds variables and functions together inside a class. Object-oriented programming provides you to place data and relevant functions together in the same object. Next one is inheritance. Inheritance is nothing but the base class deriving the derived class is called a inheritance. Inheritance is code reusability, process of forming a new class from an existing class. Inherited class is called a base class. Class which inherits is called a derived class. Here I am showing the diagram, the base class deriving the derived class. Next one is types of inheritance. Single inheritance, multiple inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, multi-level inheritance, and hybrid inheritance. Inheritance is the capability of a class to derive a properties and characteristics from another class is called a inheritance. Inheritance is one of the most important features of object-oriented programming. Inheritance is a feature or a process in which new classes are created from the existing class. The new class created is called a derived class or child class, and the existing class is known as the base class or parent class. The derived class now is said to be inherited from the base class. When we say derived class inherits the base class, it means the derived class inherits all the properties of the base class without changing the properties of base class and may add a new features to its own. These new features in the derived class will not affect the base class. The derived class is the specialized class for the base class. This is the types of inheritance: the single inheritance, multiple inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, multi-level inheritance, and hybrid inheritance. Single inheritance it's have the base class have only one derived class. Multiple inheritance have the two base class deriving the one derived class. Polymorphism. Polymorphism is it acts differently in different places. It makes the code more readable. Function with same name but different arguments. Functioning is different. Polymorphism refers to many types of polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism, runtime polymorphism. Next one is overloading. Overloading is derived in two types. First one is function overloading, the second one is operator overloading. It is a part of polymorphism and existing functions or operator is made to operate on new data types. Exception handling. It is a part of object-oriented programming concept. It used to handle resolved exception or error during runtime. Thank you.